Endicott University graduate is on a mission to learn and write about every World War II veteran in her community. And it's already connecting people who would never have met.
And in documenting the veterans' history, she's also made peace with her own. Meet tonight's changemaker, Autumn Hendrickson.
This guy is the Purple Heart ribbon.
This dress jacket belonged to one of Redding's boys. That's what Autumn Hendrickson named her project, researching every World War II veteran from Redding and North Redding.
I sometimes wonder what they would think of me, a young woman researching their lives and being so like, I'm gonna find you.
Her sleuthing started when she graduated high school at the height of COVID and got a job at the Redding Post.
I kind of thought, well, what if I take people back in time?
To an event with a definitive ending to find out, how did World War II impact the community?
Redding isn't that small of a town. You know, surely we had a few people who served in World War II, and here I am, like 900 people later.
It does just make you think, make you appreciate what you have.
Army veteran Jason Koffenberger was intrigued with this grave at Laurel Hill Cemetery.
And when I saw the date, I realized that there was more to the story.
Richard C. Austin was a paratrooper in World War II.
I was a paratrooper in Afghanistan, and so these guys were the founders of that style of warfare. He's a god among men in the eyes of other paratroopers.
Austin was dropped into Normandy and the Netherlands, where he was killed in Operation Market Garden. Almost everything Jason now knows about him is thanks to Autumn's research.
I would have no idea where he's from, who he was, and what he did in battle, because it's incredibly hard to find.
Jason now looks after Austin's grave.
Do you feel surrounded by ghosts?
Yes.
She's researched reports and records at the archives in St. Louis and through personal stories at the Redding Public Library.
There we go.
Finding clues about their lives in yearbooks.
Elmer Dykins, yeah, he was in the Coast Guard. The Hughes family was another big family. I feel very connected to all of them.
And in articles on microfilm.
Every edition of the Redding Chronicle. Get it on there until it clicks.
Connecting the dots from their families to the front lines.
The news of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor began to crisscross the United States.
Autumn's senior thesis at Endicott College was the first chapter in a book series that sparked interest she didn't expect.
It brought the community, a bunch of people who may not have been here during World War II, together to feel like they were a part of a community.
Did it also have that effect on you?
Yes, definitely.
That sense of identity matters. Autumn was 2, living with foster mothers in Redding when a relative adopted her and took her to Florida. 8 years later, her adoptive family agreed the best place for Autumn was with those mothers in Massachusetts. Researching her own family history prepared her for Redding's boys.
The state service card lists all the campaign credits he received.
It's also made her a resource for other families. Describing her process at the American Heritage Museum, Autumn shows loved ones how to begin their own search.
What she's done, you mean?
Yeah.
It's astounding. It's absolutely astounding.
Chip Jones was surprised when Autumn called to ask about his dad. Charles Warren Jones was a decorated World War II Army veteran.
It's just so important that somebody looks back and says, hey, thanks.
Autumn's deep dive into his dad's life of service was an unexpected gift.
It's given me the opportunity to give back to him the importance of his service. So that's what Autumn has given to me.
He's given her something too, friendship. And those uniforms she showed us, those belonged to Charles Warren Jones.
How did you feel when Chip gave this to you?
Oh, amazing.
I always thought that it was kind of odd that as a kid that was adopted more than once, that she actually adopted my dad. Therefore, she's my family.
It was really sweet to be able to share that moment.
Yeah.
And everyone we talk to say they're just so glad that she is preserving this history and filling these blanks so that these veterans' families can experience it and that future generations will know what those men sacrificed.
It's an amazing young woman, and I think when we see members of the military, we like to thank them for the service. This seems like the ultimate thank you.
It is, and it will continue for years to come.
Great story. CBS